Okay, hey boys and girls, welcome to another There Is a Place trailer. Okay, keep your eyes and ears open for There Is a Place episodes, the TV show. It's a half-hour TV show, 25 minutes to half hour. If it's not already on, keep looking for it. Maybe it's on where you are, so I hope you enjoy watching them. But we have a set of trailers we got to go through. Our first set of trailers, there's about 20 of them, describing, about our show, and also, providing some interesting information that I hope you find interesting. Anyway, this is our 6th trailer, and today we're going to talk about Spinoza. I'm your host, the storyteller, so let's get going here. Benedict or Baruch Spinoza, he was from 1632 to 1677. Why we talk about these people were revolutionary at their during their time, all these people that we've spoken about. And we're talking about a new revolution, the ending the market economy, boys and girls, in a peaceful, democratic way, and setting up a new society, an economic democracy, where the workers own and control the means of production, and they own and control it democratically. Everything is run democratically. There are no more elites. The workers run things democratically, the government and the workplace. Okay, and as you watch the TV show, we'll get into more specifics. Okay, but we're talking about a revolution here, and in order to have a revolution like this, we got to look at our history and look at the different revolutionaries of the past, or people who have made revolutionary statements. Maybe they weren't revolutionary, but what they said can be used in a revolutionary way. And we're talking about very, big time people, as far as, when we look at the history of the world. And right now we're looking at Spinoza. First quote, let's look at a quote here. This is in Ethics 1677. Spinoza said, "Nature abhors a vacuum." Okay. Another way of looking at this, we need to develop our intellect. We need to develop ourselves not only physically, but intellectually, emotionally, okay? And we need to know things. We have to be aware of things, sociologically, psychologically. We need to know how everything affects us biologically. We all need to know that, because nature doesn't like a vacuum, okay? And when we're not developed intellectually, our mind is a vacuum, and it's not natural to do that. And the market economy basically just teaches us just enough to do the job, but not to develop intellectually. Okay, that is limited. Only a small number of people are allowed to develop scientifically, artistically. This is a right that all of us have, to develop, to our fullest, scientifically and artistically. Okay, if not, we are a vacuum. That's what makes us human beings. Science and art. That's how we're different from the rest of the animals on this earth. We know how to do science and art, and if we don't develop that, all of us as individuals, we are a vacuum, and it's not natural. And Spinoza is correct. And in our future society, we will all be able to develop scientifically and artistically with humanity. Now, another thing Spinoza said, that's in Ethics 3, pride is therefore pleasure arising from a man's thinking too highly of himself. In a market economy, that is encouraged for people, individuals, especially certain individuals, the elite, to think too highly of himself or herself. Okay? No one is better than any other person, and it's important that we think of each other equally and lovingly. Okay? And that's what pride is. Thinking too highly of himself. It's a pleasure, okay? And that actually doesn't help the individual. The individual doesn't see him or herself the way they really are. They don't understand themselves, okay? They think they're better than other people. And also, it doesn't benefit most of the rest of us to have this type of stratification in the world, where a handful of people, because of their pride, they get most of the rewards. That is unfair, because most of the workers do most of the work, if not all of the work, so they should get most of the rewards. Very simple. And pride just interferes with what is rightfully belongs to us, the workers. Next one. Fear cannot be without hope, nor hope without fear. This is in Ethics 3 by Spinoza also. That's right. There's hope. We have actually more than hope. We're gonna have this revolution, okay, and it will succeed. It will succeed peacefully. Of course, you know, this hope is not without fear. Things are going to happen. There's going to be ways that this is going to try to be stopped. You know, this has been the history of the elites doing this as far as revolutions. But that's okay. You know, whatever, you know, hope is not without fear. That's the way it is. Fear cannot be without hope. This is a natural thing, okay? And there's many ways that they will, like I said, the elite will try to stop any type of revolution. One is to discredit the people, you know, find some sort of flaw in the person's past or whatever, which is ridiculous. You know, remember, boys and girls, you know, a person may be saying something and the message is correct. Maybe the person's not the best messenger, but listen to the message, okay? And that's important to remember, okay? And so that way we could overcome this fear, okay? And then we'll have more than hope, and we'll have this revolution. I'll give you an example of maybe someone who was not the best messenger, okay? But they did listen to the message. And Moses. You say Moses wasn't the best messenger? Well, his message was great. You know, he freed the Jews from Egypt, brought them to a new land. Well, Moses may not have been the best messenger, but it turned out great anyway. Oh, by the way, Moses was a stutterer, and he led the people. It took a stutterer led the people. If this story is true about Moses, I'm just reporting it to the way it's written. He led the people out of Egypt. He led them to the promised land. And this was a stutterer. So this is something to realize. The message that he gave was correct. Okay. Man is a social animal. Ethics. 4. This Spinoza said this. Yes, we need to be with other people. We can't do things by ourselves. We are a social animal. We are human beings. We need to be with other people. We need each other. Okay, that is all we have. We have each other. We need to work together and run things democratically, boys and girls. Okay, also in Ethics 4, Spinoza said, avarice, ambition, lust, etc. are nothing but species of madness. And if you look at the market economy, boys and girls, this idea of ambition to make all this money, lust, you can see the lust, okay, greed, boys and girls, this is all, you know, the idea of making a profit is nothing but greed. You know, Spinoza is right. Capitalism is madness. It's crazy. This is not natural. It's against what human beings are about. Human beings are about love, joy, and awareness. By the way, I mentioned where you could find all these quotes. It's also found in Bartlett's Quotations. Okay? And once again, boys and girls, look for the upcoming episodes of There Is a Place. All right? Remember, boys and girls, the revolution is coming. See you next time.